Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers, providing you with the latest transfer update on Wednesday before deadline day tomorrow, Tim.
Going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day, but they've done some business today. £18 million worth, club record signing, 5-year deal. Oh, Adama Traore. Oh, Adama Traore. Dum, 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 dum. That's what we used to sing at Borough. Come on.
Are we recording?
That's his song, that's his tune.
Right.
Adama Traore, Middlesbrough to Wolverhampton Wanderers, £18 million. Are you delighted?
Not as delighted as you by the look of it, but I
get to see him every week now.
I'm excited. It might not look like it, but this rather languid exterior, but I am excited.
Okay. Inside you're jumping around like a Mexican bean. He
was probably the most excitable player in the Championship last season. Certainly the best opposition player I think that I saw. He's going to get bums off seats.
Yes.
And I think Wolves have signed the quickest player in the country, potentially already. By the way, the guy's lightning.
Yeah.
And Middlesbrough gutted to see him go. Most Borough fans.
Yeah.
You're not as gutted because you get to watch him every week now.
Yeah.
But in fact, should we do a role reversal here? What can Wolves fans expect?
Well, Timothy, I think they can expect one, a very exciting player, two, someone who is rapid, like you say, whose end product has improved immeasurably under Tony Pulis, which some would find hard to believe, but it has last season. His crossing is better, his finishing is better, he scores goals, but he is definitely not the finished article by any means. And I think, and I'm sure, a club record fee from Wolves' point of view, Nuno will have seen that potential, but will be able to bring even more out of him than he had last season.
Interesting thoughts. Very interesting.
Yes.
It kind of completes Wolves' spending up front. We know they've been chasing a kind of forward all summer. This was Nuno's number one target. Yes, end product, would be the question mark that I would put forward, because Caballero, Jota and Costa provide that. But what Traore offers is pace that nobody else has.
Yeah.
And he will trouble any defence in that league, from Man City to Huddersfield. He'll cause problems, won't he? He's got that star quality, and he's 22.
Well, this is it, exactly.
He comes from good stock at Barcelona.
Steady team.
Wolves have, what they've done so far is take young players in that kind of age bracket, Neves, Jota, Costa, Caballero, and spent a lot of money on them. But you'd already say, probably for each of those players, that they're worth more now than what Wolves.
Absolutely.
Neves would not be sold for 15 million now, would he? Caballero would be sold for 7 million.
Nope.
So they'll now look to do the same with Traore and potentially a couple of others, which we'll go on to in a minute. But he looks like he could be an extremely exciting signing, and he might even get in the team.
No, not to start with anyway, with his shoulder situation. He's not going to be available for Everton anyway, that's for certain.
I haven't got the full lowdown on that one. Dislocated shoulders are a funny one. If you just pop them back in, it might be right again. But he missed.
He's unlikely to feature.
Missed Borough's opening game of the season, as it probably would have done anyway. But I'm sure we'll be seeing him soon in a Wolves shirt. Very exciting.
I mean, I think a lot of fans of him. There's a few people who are a little bit sceptical of the signing, and a lot of people may have seen him in the playoff semi-finals where he didn't have the best of games. But at the same time, you've got to realise that he was their only attacking outlet really over the two legs, and he was just given the ball and expected to go past 4 or 5 players, which is now an impossible. I think with Wolves' point of view, when they've got threats all over the park, he'll have that freedom to express himself more.
Is that a question?
I don't know. Just ranting.
You've only got to look at some of the reaction from the Borough fans. Bob Mortimer of Nick and Bob fame, devastated. A couple of journalists that have covered the club saying he's the most exciting player they've ever seen, or the most exciting player since Juninho. This guy. This guy is extremely talented. I can't wait to see him in a Wolves shirt.
I'll tell you who else is extremely talented, apart from yourself. Zinchenko, Alexander Zinchenko, Manchester City. What's the latest with him?
So, Wolves are, I'm told, hopeful of bringing in at least one more player.
Right.
Before the clock strikes 5 p.m. on Thursday. Zinchenko, like Traore, is one that's gone on all summer.
Yeah.
They like him a lot. They like his versatility. He can cover left wing back, central midfield. He can get forward as well. So Wolves have kind of had an agreement in place with City for quite a while now.
Yeah.
the player's been reluctant to move, as I suppose you would be. Premier League champions. I think he played about 10 times for them last year.
True.
They've also needed him in pre-season because Mendy coming back from injury, Fabian Delph was at the World Cup with England, so they haven't got too many left-footed kind of options there. So he's been needed to play games in pre-season. But Man City's obviously got their full squad back now, and he wasn't in that squad for their Community Shield win over Chelsea in last weekend. So it's up to him. Is the information that I've got? It's up to him. Does he want to leave the best club in England and join the second best?
Hey.
You know, regular football at Wolves or stay at Man City. So it's kind of up to him. So Wolves are hopeful of getting it done, but it's up to the player. So
if Zinchenko does come in tomorrow before deadline day, are we seeing him as the first choice left back, or are we seeing him as a more versatile player who would be a starter, maybe a backup? What would you say?
The way it's been put to me, and it's the same for another player we'll talk about in a minute, they've got players to cover every position, but they've got a couple of gaps in the squad, right? They need a centre half, they need a central midfielder, and they need a wing back. So ideally they'll sign 1 or 2 players that can cover a multitude of positions. Zinchenko certainly does that. If they're spending 16 million on him, you wouldn't expect him to be a backup. If I was Matt Doherty, I'd be a bit worried that they could easily move Johnny Castro to right wing back and play Zinchenko at left wing back, or perhaps Zinchenko will be backup centre mid. You know, Moutinho's legs aren't what they are. Ruben Neves certainly couldn't finish every match last season, and I wouldn't expect him and Moutinho to be starting and finishing it each 38 games in the Premier League. By no means. So difficult one to answer. That's one for Nuno, isn't it? But he can play left wing back, he can play centre mid. As for the starting 11, it's tough to call. But the fact they like his versatility and his age, he's young, again comes from good stock. How important is it to get someone like Zinchenko tomorrow? Is it going to leave them very light if they don't sign him? Well, did an article last week with an urgometer.
Oh, yes, you did. I like that.
And wing back, they're short because they've got Matt Doherty, they've got Johnny Castro, and then after that you're straight into Ruben Vinagre, who couldn't get in the team at all from Christmas last year in the Championship. Philip Fossaway is on his way out. You know, not part of the plans. They'll try and move him on if they can this month, and so there's no cover. There's no senior cover at wing back. So he would be top priority for me. Okay, and a third name that's come to fruition this afternoon apparently. Yes. Mr. Leander. Keep going. Dendoncker. Good. Yes, Dendoncker. Clive to his mate. Clive. Good player, Clive, to be fair, back in the day. For the Addicts. Tell me about him. Belgian defensive midfielder / centre back. You're spot on, Nathan. 23 years old apparently. Very good. Keep it coming. Used to play for FC Passendale between 2001 and 2003. when he was in short pants. Hey, listen, if you listen to half of Twitter, they followed him for the last 10 years in his career. They're all experts. So he's Anderlecht born and bred, sort of come through the youth ranks at Anderlecht, and very highly rated defensive midfielder / centre half in the Conor Cody mould. Perhaps he can ping those 50-yard rakes. Yes. Rakes. Really? Is that phrase? Is it? He's been chased by, or looked at certainly by a lot of top clubs across Europe, including Manchester United. Correct. And the fee was reported about 23 million. No, reports in Belgium say this is going to be around the 12 million mark. I think when Man U were looking at that was the fee that was discussed potentially. Yeah, so we'll. I'll try and get a final figure on that. But yeah, they're in for him, they like him, they want him, they'll hopefully bring him in the Belgium squad at the World Cup this summer. Played 90 minutes against England in that dead rubber at right centre half. Okay. And again, like Zinchenko, covers 2 positions. They're short in central midfield, they're short at centre half. This guy, again, is same age bracket, 23, can cover 2 positions. And yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know a huge amount about his career, but certainly look at him, he would look to fit the bill for the kind of player they're looking to bring in. I mean, to get a Belgian international that young as well, I mean, it says all, everything about his calibre. To make the Belgium squad for sure at that age. 6 caps for Belgium, played 170 odd times for Anderlecht, Champions League experience as well. You know, this is the mould of player that they're looking to bring in. So, you know, it shouts quality again, doesn't it?
Are you looking at like Zinchenko, who's like a left wing back, and he can play in central midfield, and then Dendoncker, defensive centre midfield / centre back? Have they always looked to get someone who can be versatile, or do you think, look, it's the last day of the window now, we need to get someone who can fill in two positions, and a little bit panicky now?
I wouldn't say panicky, but at this stage, certainly, yeah, ideally. They've said all along that they'd like a squad of about 20 with the youngsters to kind of fill it up as backup options, the likes of Brighton and Bakari, etc. So if they brought in Zinchenko and Dendoncker, I think the squad would be around that mark, around the 20 mark, leaving some good players on the bench, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get these two in, all the best to Nuno. Picking his bench for Saturday, I mean, I'm already looking at the bench now, thinking that either Bonatini or Cavallero, won't be on it. On Saturday, because you've got
what really?
But if Traore is fit, but even perhaps not, because you've got Costa, Jota, and Jimenez up front.
Yeah.
You've got Gibbs White, you've got Vinagre on the bench, you've got
you've got Gibbs White on the bench.
Centre half or two. You've got Roman Sace might be on there.
I don't think Gibbs White and
Cavallero, Bonatini, Bakari.
Yeah.
Some good players are going to miss out in the squad, and if you add Traore, Zinchenko, and Dendoncker into that, some good players are going to miss out. It's a great headache to have.
Well, you've got to have that headache though, don't you? If you're going to contend and you're going to compete, you're going to be, aiming for the top 10 or however high they want to end. You've got to have a decent squad.
This is it, Nathaniel. And if they're bringing these two players, they're going to have spent £90 million this summer. And if you add Benicofobia into that, which they did buy, we're talking 100 million here, right?
That's great.
They've spent, I think, around 55 so far now with the Traore deal. 16 on Zinchenko would take it past 70, and then another 12 or so. Yeah, we're looking at towards 90 million quid. Plus 3 million for Jimenez on loan, plus whatever they're going to pay for Patricio.
Zero, free. It's a free transfer.
It's an awful lot of money, and it signals their intentions, but they're not just buying players that are here for a payday or do you know what I mean? They're buying young and improving
21,
players.
22, 23 years old players. These have got 10 years in them.
Potentially get better. And investment, focusing all over, resale value. This is where they're doing the business. Is very very smart way of looking at it. So yeah.
So you like to, we've talked about 3 players who could potentially, one's in, potentially 2 more.
Just going to check my phone because it's been quite a long video.
Okay. How many minutes are we in? Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, transfer news.
Right, carry on.
Chef. Lost my track of thought. Oh yes, okay. So we've talked about 2 potential incomings tomorrow. Fingers crossed. You like to poo-poo stuff as well, Tim. You like to just dash hopes.
Look to break some dreams. You know me.
Yes, you do. Heartbreaker Spiers. So who's not coming? Who's talking rubbish?
Vida.
Living La Vida. Loca.
Croatian centre half.
Not coming, baby.
Caught the eye in the summer, mostly for his hair.
Okay.
A shock of blonde hair he's got.
I won't talk about Traore's hair.
And
black and gold.
He's been touted by Besiktas, who, funnily enough, want to get rid of Pepe as well.
Right.
And heavily linked with Wolves. I'm told there's nothing in it. I think they've looked at the player, but no, nothing in it.
Okay. So Vida, 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Hey, and Samantha Klukas, Swansea midfielder.
Right.
Formerly of Hull City.
He's delighted to be watching this video as well if he's going to come.
A move to Burnley fell through at the weekend.
Yes.
Reports that Wolves are in for him today. Again, he's one they looked at, but I'm told highly unlikely to join, which would say to me that he's a backup option should Dendoncker and Zinchenko fall through.
Okay, but are we?
So no.
So on the to wrap the video, on the confidence meter of these 2, where would you say Zinchenko out of 10? How confident are you that he'll be a Wolves player tomorrow?
Not as much with him because he's taking his time to decide, and it's got to be tough to want to leave Man City, but it depends on his ambitions, doesn't it? Does he want to play football every week, or does he want to be part of a potentially Premier League winning squad but not do much in it? A
lot of people would like to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Me and you included.
Yeah, definitely. So Dendoncker would be the more likely to at this stage, but Wolves, like I said, certainly hopefully bringing in at least one.
Okay.
A couple of other bits to wrap up.
Go on.
People worried that Ivan Cavallero is going to leave because Traore's come in. I'm told that's not the case.
No, and I think he's very lucky not to start, by the way.
Yeah, well, not
being on the bench.
That's the thing.
It's unbelievable.
You look at Jota, Costa, Cavallero, and Traore. Potentially only 2 of those starting each week. I mean, it's just incredible the options that Wolves have got. Cavallero, who started the ball rolling in terms of record transfer fees. Wolves have now smashed that 4 times. 7 million for him. Next.
Then it was Helder Costa.
Nice.
Yep. Then it was...
For 13 million.
13 million. Then it was Ruben Neves.
Yep. For
15.8.
Yep.
And now it is Adama Traore for 18 million.
Yeah, so they've creamed their transfer record.
And then Danny Welbeck for 22.
4 times in 2 years. I don't know why you keep talking about Danny Welbeck. So, but yeah, Caballero told us going nowhere. Very much part of the plans.
Good.
And another couple, obviously there's outgoings as well here. I'm told that Wolves are, keen to obviously bring in players first, as always, as would be the case before. They're happy to let them go. They'll see who they've got by close of play tomorrow. And then the likes of Courtney Hawes, Brighton and Bakari, who wouldn't appear to be getting much game time this year, if at all.
No.
They can still let these guys out on loan to league clubs because the EFL deadline for loans is the end of the month.
And there'll be some good signings as well for some of the lower league clubs, wouldn't you say?
You look at some of the ones on the fringes. You've got to include Danny Bart in that as well, Courtney Hawes, Brighton and Bakari. Excellent signings for Championship clubs, certainly. So Wolves will be keen to get those and a host of others in this Group C/bomb squad.
I like the bomb squad.
Joe Mason, Dominic Iorfa, Jordan Graham, Michael Zyro, Ethan Ebanks-Landell. There's Paul Gladon. There's Conor Ronan. There's a lot. There's players to get out on loan, and Wolves will look to do that for the rest of the month.
Can you see scenario we've talked about? Sorry. These 2 signings potentially coming in hopefully tomorrow. Can you see someone, let's say 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and ripple trickle down effect? Someone from absolutely nowhere comes in on loan at the end of the season, who we've never heard of until tomorrow afternoon. Can you see that happening?
I'm not getting any.
I'm just saying. There's going to be a lot of movement done, not just at Wolves tomorrow, but at different clubs. Maybe they've kept an eye on a couple. They get an agent gives them a call. You never know.
In my personal opinion, the squad is full if they buy Zinchenko and Dendoncker.
Okay, not even for a striker, like a.
I think they've got their 2 strikers.
You do really?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, we're doing some video tomorrow. And podcast.
Yeah, lots going on tomorrow.
Podcast tomorrow as well. That will be live tomorrow night. For all the latest transfer news, should be a good one tomorrow. Make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.